Hello, today I'm going to show you how to create this wreath. Let's open a new document and get rid of the stroke. Next, select the ellipse tool and draw a long and narrow ellipse. Now draw a short and narrow ellipse and one more similar to this one. Now draw a small circle and change its fill to this color. Let's create a copy. Press the Ctrl and C keys on your keyboard to copy it and Ctrl F to paste it in front. Let's change the color of the copied circle to black. Scale it down and position it here. Switch to the Direct Selection tool and select these two anchor points. Now press the right arrow key on your keyboard a few times to move them to the right. Switch to the Selection tool, create a copy of this shape and bring it here to align with this ellipse. Select both shapes. Be sure the Align to Selection is checked and align them vertically to the center. Adjust the shapes if needed. Next, we'll create an art brush. First, select these two shapes and then go to Pathfinder and choose Unite. Next, open the brushes window and drag this shape into it. Select the art brush and then click OK. Be sure the Scale Proportionately option is checked and change the method to Tints. This will allow us to choose different colors later on. Let's create the other brushes. So like we did previously, drag this thin brush into the brushes window. Select the art brush, be sure Scale Proportionately is checked and set the method to Tints. We can delete these two brushes. Next we'll create this brush. Select the first brush and then press the letter B to switch to the Paintbrush tool. Now click, hold and drag to draw leaves. To adjust a leaf, first switch to the Direct Selection tool, select a desired anchor point and change its position, or use the handle to adjust the curve. And let's create another art brush. Select everything and then go to Object and choose Expand Appearance. It is important not to skip this step. With the shape still selected, go to Pathfinder and choose Unite. Let's resize it and drag it into the brushes window. And like we did before, select the art brush, Scale Proportionately, and change the method to Tints. We can delete this shape. Finally, select these two circles and drag them into the brushes window as well. This time choose the Scatter brush and then click OK. Change all these options to Random. We will adjust them later. And delete these shapes to keep the artboard clean. Now we are ready to create a wreath. Select the ellipse tool and draw a big circle. Let's change the strokes color and create a copy. Open the sublayers of layer 1, lock the top circle and turn off its visibility. We will use it later. Select the bottom circle. Next, we'll divide it into 4 arcs. First, switch to the Scissors tool And now click on each of the 4 anchor points. And here are our arcs. Now select all of them and then click on this brush to apply it. To make the wreath thicker, first select everything and create a copy. Now rotate it. If you wish, change the fill color and adjust the opacity. Now we can select our other brush and add more leaves. Next, go to Layers and find the sublayer with the circle we've created at the beginning. Turn on its visibility, unlock it, and drag it to the top. Now click on this scatter brush to apply it. And of course, we need to make a few changes. First, double-click on this icon to open the Options window. And adjust the size, increase the spacing between berries, adjust the scatter and rotation. When you are done, click OK and apply 2 strokes. With the berries layer still selected, go to Object and choose Expand Appearance. Go to Object one more time and choose Ungroup. This will allow us to reposition individual berries. Now select the last thin brush and create stems. We would like to keep the berries on top. Let's create a new layer and bring it to the bottom. Lock layer 1 and select layer 2. And create more stems. If you wish, select a particular berry, change its position or rotation. Now do the same with the other berries to get a look you desire. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.